You're here because you're losing sleep over one thing. She's pulling away and it's driving you crazy. I get it. You're checking your phone every 5 minutes, wondering why she's not texting back, replaying every conversation in your head. But let me tell you something no one else will. Chasing her, obsessing over her, feeling like you need her to validate you. That's exactly why she's pulling away. In this video, I'm going to give you the raw, unfiltered truth. Stuff your friends won't tell you and what society won't teach you. This advice will change your life if you apply it. So, strap in, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to handle any woman who pulls away, with the confidence and power that will leave her chasing you. Relationships can be brutal, especially when it feels like she's slipping away. Whether it's the sudden silence, the cold texts, or her just being busy all the time, it sucks. But here's the kicker. Your instinct is probably to freak out, double down, chase after her, and demand answers. You think, if I just show her how much I care, she'll come back. Wrong. This is what I'm going to break down today, the 12 behaviors you need to adopt when she starts pulling away. These aren't just random tips. They're battle-tested practical steps based on one of the oldest and most effective philosophies in history, Stoicism. This isn't about playing games. It's about taking control of your life, staying emotionally strong, and becoming the man who doesn't need to chase anyone because you know your value. And before we dive into it, if you find this video helpful, please consider supporting the channel. You can join our channel memberships or hit that subscribe button. Every bit helps us continue creating content that can reach more men like you who need this advice. Let's make sure no man is left confused and desperate when a woman pulls away. Let's dive in. Number 1. Stop overreacting. Look, man, the second she pulls away, your brain is going to scream, "Something's wrong, fix it, do something now." But here's the truth. Overreacting is the worst thing you can do. Desperation reeks. The more you panic, the more she'll feel like she's in control, and you're the needy one. You have to kill that instinct to fix things right away. Women don't want a man who's constantly seeking their approval or attention. They want someone who's calm under pressure, who can hold it together when things go south. Think about it. Would you be attracted to a woman who freaks out the second you don't respond to her text? Exactly. Stay calm. Take a breath. Detach from the outcome. This is the moment where your power lies, because if you can just stay calm, cool, and collected, you immediately stand out from every other guy she's ever dated. Most men lose their minds when things get tough. They go into panic mode and start clinging to her, thinking that being more present and attentive will solve everything. It won't. In fact, overreacting shows her that you're not the grounded, confident man she thought you were. It screams, "I'm insecure, I don't know how to handle this." If you're constantly texting her, calling her, or trying to figure out why she's pulling away, you're putting her on a pedestal. She'll start to see you as someone who lacks emotional control, and that's when her interest starts to plummet. Instead, you need to do the opposite. Give her space. Be calm, be confident, and let her come to you. This doesn't mean you should ignore her, but it does mean you should stop chasing her for answers or validation. When you do this, you'll surprise her. She'll wonder, why isn't he freaking out? Why isn't he chasing me? That's the moment she starts thinking about you again. Number 2, don't chase her. Chasing her will only make her run faster. Chasing shows her that you're scared of losing her. And when a woman feels like you're scared, it's game over. She's no longer interested because you've given her all the power. I know what you're thinking, but if I don't chase her, won't she just forget about me? Nope. In fact, giving her space and not chasing is the only thing that'll bring her back. Women are drawn to men who are secure in themselves, who don't need constant validation. When she feels you're not dependent on her, she starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me? That curiosity is what will make her come back. So, resist the urge to blow up her phone. Let her feel your absence. Chasing is one of the worst things you can do when she's pulling away. It shows her that you don't respect her space, and it communicates that you're desperate for her attention. And here's the reality. Women don't want to feel like they're being pursued out of fear. They want to be with a man who's so confident in himself that he doesn't need to chase anyone. Here's where most guys get it wrong. They think that by bombarding her with attention, she'll suddenly realize how much she means to them. But the truth is, chasing only drives her further away because it makes her feel smothered. You can't force someone to want to be with you by overwhelming them with attention. In fact, it does the opposite. Women value mystery. When she doesn't hear from you for a while, she starts wondering what you're up to. She starts thinking about you again, and that's when her interest starts to reignite. The key is to create that space for her to miss you. Number 3, focus on yourself. Here's the harsh truth. When a woman pulls away, it's usually because she senses that she's the center of your world. And that's a huge turn-off. Women are attracted to men who have purpose, who are driven by something bigger than the relationship. You need to focus on you. Hit the gym, start a new project, dive into your career, whatever it is, invest in yourself. Not only will this make you feel better about yourself, but it'll make her see you in a different light. Women are drawn to men who have their own lives. When she sees you leveling up without her, she'll start questioning her decision to pull away. Let me make one thing clear. Your life shouldn't revolve around any one person. When you make her the center of your universe, she starts to feel the pressure of being responsible for your happiness. And no one wants that responsibility. It's suffocating. Instead, you need to channel that energy back into yourself. Women are attracted to men who are on a mission, men who have goals, passions, and hobbies that don't depend on anyone else. Whether it's your fitness, your career, or your personal development, now is the time to double down on it. Not only will this make you more attractive, but it'll also give you the confidence and self-respect you need to handle any situation with grace. When you focus on yourself, something incredible happens. You start to become the best version of yourself, and that's when you naturally attract people into your life. But here's the catch. You have to do it for you, not to get her back. If you're only doing it in hopes that she'll notice, it's still chasing. Real change comes from within, and when you're genuinely leveling up your life for your own benefit, the right people will take notice. Number 4, embrace detachment. This might be the hardest thing to do, but it's crucial. You need to detach from the outcome. Most guys become obsessed with controlling the situation. They want to know where the relationship is going, what she's thinking, what she's doing. But here's the deal. Trying to control her is a losing game. When you detach, you show her that you're fine either way. If she comes back, great. If she doesn't, that's fine too. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you're confident enough in yourself to know that her pulling away doesn't define your worth. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about understanding that you cannot control anyone else's actions. You can only control your reaction to those actions. The moment you let go of the need to control her, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster. You stop trying to fix every little thing, and instead you start focusing on what truly matters, your peace of mind. Here's what most men don't realize. Detachment is insanely attractive. When she sees that you're not panicking, that you're not trying to cling to her, she starts to see you in a different light. She'll wonder why you're so calm, why you're so in control. And that's when the power shifts back to you. This doesn't mean you should become cold or distant. Detachment is about letting go of the need to control the outcome and accepting whatever happens. When you embrace this mindset, you become unstoppable. Number 5, reframe the situation. The next time she pulls away, instead of thinking, "What did I do wrong?" or "How can I get her back?" try this. Reframe it. Think of it as an opportunity to show her and yourself that you don't need her validation to feel good about yourself. Ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I grow from this experience?" When you shift your mindset from desperation to growth, you immediately put yourself back in the driver's seat. You're no longer reacting to her actions, you're taking control of your life. That's powerful. Reframing the situation is one of the most powerful tools you have in your arsenal. Instead of seeing her pulling away as a rejection, see it as an opportunity for growth. This isn't just about getting her back, it's about becoming a better version of yourself. When you start to view challenges as opportunities, you take control of the narrative. Every setback is a chance to learn something new about yourself. Maybe this is an opportunity to work on your communication skills, or maybe it's a chance to dive deeper into your personal development. Whatever it is, use this time to level up. When you reframe the situation, you take the power away from her actions and put it back into your hands. Number 6, maintain a balanced perspective. Don't idolize her. I know she seems perfect, and you probably think she's the best thing that ever happened to you. But let me tell you something, she's not. She's just another human being with flaws, insecurities, and issues, just like you. The problem is, when you put her on a pedestal, you give her all the power. Here's the harsh reality. No one, especially women, wants to be worshipped. They want a partner, not a fan. So stop seeing her as the one. Instead, see her as just another person you're getting to know. Keep things balanced. That way, if she pulls away, it won't feel like the end of the world. It'll just be another bump in the road. Putting someone on a pedestal is a sure way to destroy any chance of a balanced relationship. When you idolize her, you're essentially saying, "You're better than me, and I'm lucky to have you." And when a woman feels like she's the prize, and you're just grateful to be there, the dynamic shifts. Women don't want to be worshipped. They want to be with someone who sees them as an equal, someone who values himself just as much as he values her. When you maintain a balanced perspective, you show her that you're confident in who you are, and that's incredibly attractive. Number 7, give her space. You've probably heard this before, but I can't stress it enough. Give her space. When she pulls away, your instinct will be to close the gap. But trust me, the more you chase, the more suffocated she'll feel. Women need time to miss you. If you give her the room to think, she'll start wondering why you're not chasing after her, and that curiosity will drive her back to you. But here's the kicker. You have to be okay with giving her that space, even if it means she doesn't come back. That's where your real power lies. Giving her space is one of the most powerful moves you can make, but it's also one of the hardest. When she pulls away, everything inside you will want to close that gap. You'll want to reach out, fix things, make sure she doesn't forget about you. But here's the reality. The more space you give her, the more likely she is to come back. Women need time to process their emotions. When you give her that time, she'll start to wonder what you're up to. She'll miss you. But you have to be patient. The worst thing you can do is panic and start chasing her. Let her come to you. If she's interested, she'll be back. Number 8, focus on your purpose. This is probably the most important point on this list. You need to have a purpose. Women are attracted to men who have a mission in life, something they're passionate about that doesn't revolve around her. When she pulls away, that's the perfect time to dive deep into your purpose. Whether it's your career, your health, your hobbies, whatever drives you, go all in on it. Not only will this make you more attractive, but it'll also make you feel better about yourself. Purpose gives you power. Your purpose is what drives you, what gets you out of bed in the morning, what gives your life meaning. When you focus on your purpose, you stop worrying about whether or not she's going to come back. You become so invested in your own life that her pulling away becomes irrelevant. Women are drawn to men who are passionate about something bigger than the relationship. When you're focused on your purpose, you radiate confidence, and that's magnetic. So, use this time to double down on your goals. Whether it's your career, your fitness, or your hobbies, go all in. Not only will this make you more attractive, but it'll also give you a sense of fulfillment that doesn't depend on anyone else. Number 9. Practice emotional control. Here's where most guys mess up. They lose control of their emotions. When she pulls away, they freak out. They start texting her non-stop, asking her what's wrong, begging her to come back. This screams insecurity. You need to practice emotional control. That means staying calm, even when things don't go your way. Women are attracted to men who can handle their emotions, who don't get rattled by every little thing. So, the next time she pulls away, stay cool. Don't let her see you sweat. Emotional control is one of the most important traits you can develop, not just in relationships, but in life. When you can control your emotions, you become unshakable. No matter what happens, you stay calm, composed, and in control. Women are attracted to men who can handle themselves under pressure. If you're constantly losing your cool, she's going to see you as someone who can't handle life's challenges. But if you stay calm, even when things get tough, she'll respect you more. Emotional control is about being the rock in the storm. When you can master your emotions, you can master any situation. Number 10. Communicate, but don't overdo it. Now, I'm not saying you should go completely silent. Communication is key, but here's the thing. You need to communicate with purpose, not desperation. If you're texting her every hour, asking where she is or why she's not responding, you're coming off as needy. Instead, keep your messages short, confident, and to the point. Show her that you're still interested, but you're not going to beg for her attention. That balance between showing interest and maintaining your dignity is what will keep her intrigued. When you do communicate, make sure you're doing it from a place of confidence, not neediness. Women can sense desperation from a mile away, and it's a huge turnoff. Keep your messages light, fun, and to the point. Show her that you're interested, but you're not relying on her response to feel good about yourself. The key here is balance. You don't want to disappear completely, but you also don't want to be blowing up her phone every hour. Find that middle ground where you're showing interest, but you're not chasing. That's the sweet spot where attraction grows. Number 11. Don't take it personally. This one's tough, but it's crucial. Don't take it personally. When a woman pulls away, it's easy to assume that you did something wrong, that you're not good enough. But that's rarely the case. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with you. She might be dealing with her own issues, her own insecurities, or maybe she's just not ready for something serious. Whatever the reason, don't let it define your worth. You are enough, with or without her. Taking things personally is a surefire way to destroy your self-esteem. When she pulls away, it's easy to start thinking, "What did I do wrong?" But the truth is, her actions are usually a reflection of her own issues, not yours. Women pull away for a variety of reasons, and most of the time, it has nothing to do with you. She might be dealing with her own insecurities, or she might just need some space to figure things out. Whatever the reason, don't take it personally. You are enough, regardless of her actions. Number 12, be ready to walk away. Finally, and this is the hardest but most powerful move, be ready to walk away. I'm not saying you should just give up at the first sign of trouble, but you need to be willing to walk if she's not treating you with the respect you deserve. Here's the truth. The person who is willing to walk away always has the power. If she knows you're not afraid to leave, she'll respect you more. And if she doesn't come back, that's fine. You're better off finding someone who appreciates you for who you are. Being ready to walk away is the ultimate display of confidence. It shows her that you're not afraid to lose her, that you value yourself enough to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. And that's incredibly attractive. When you're willing to walk away, you take the power back. You're no longer at her mercy. You're in control. And that's when the dynamic shifts in your favor. So, if she's not treating you with the respect you deserve, be ready to walk. It's the most powerful move you can make. Here's the deal. Women pulling away is a part of dating, but how you handle it is what makes the difference. You've got to stop overreacting, stop chasing, and start focusing on yourself. Be the man who's confident, who knows his worth, and who isn't afraid to walk away if things don't work out. Trust me, when you start living by these principles, not only will women be drawn to you, but you'll feel better about yourself. And remember, this isn't just about getting her back. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, whether she comes back or not. You're in control of your life, and no woman can take that from you. If this video helped you, please consider supporting the channel by joining our memberships or simply hitting that subscribe button. Every bit helps us keep creating valuable content for men who need it. Let's keep growing, leveling up, and making sure no man has to face this alone.